For so many years, crafting mere gear was simply out of reach for the common man, but with the announcement of Harvest League and the Teased crafts, it may be closer to within our reach than ever before.
Separate. That means you can stack a mastercraft on top. The seed stuff is just like currency. Like, this is just insane. Like, I have to emphasize here, we're probably ruining the game with this league. So you get crazy stuff. Standard will be very jealous, and then we may just take it all away. So we'll see. But some of the really powerful crafting is all spoiled in the trailer.
You heard that right. They put some of the most powerful crafts right in front of our eyes. And today, I'm going to go over why they are powerful and how to abuse these crafts. A hero on Reddit compiled all these teased crafts together so we can easily go over them. There are a lot here, and I will only be going over the most useful and powerful crafts. Starting off strong, augment an item with a new influence modifier. This will allow us to take an influenced item and target exalt an additional new influence mod on top of it. An easy example I see is 8-link helmets occurring in abundance because of this mod. Imagine Awaken orbing a helmet together to create a 6-link and then slamming it again twice in a row with high chance to hit 2 additional links. This mod wields some extreme power. Now it's part of what brings creating a mirror item into the realm of possibilities for a normal player. Previously, metacrafting was left to only the richest among us because metacrafting was all about hitting an extremely improbable chance at a good mod, which results in metacrafting being extremely expensive. But with this craft, we can bring those odds way lower. I'm going to use this amulet as an example. Notice this amulet has 3 extremely rare mods together. It has Chaos Multi, and it has level 2 Intelligence and Chaos Gems, along with 2 other high tier mods. This is arguably the best Chaos Spell Multi amulet in existence in Delirium League, and something Chaos Spell users would consider mirroring. With Harvest Crafts, we can create a similar amulet to this, if not better, and I'm going to walk you through how. First, we buy this amulet for 10x, an expensive price to pay, but achievable for most players if they've put their mind to it. First, let's get the prefixes fixed. We use this craft to add ourselves on a defensive prefix, and then we use this other craft to recraft it until we hit T1 increased maximum energy shield. This is roughly a 1 in 32 or a 1 in 16 if you're going for T2 at a minimum, with also the odds of hitting T1 flat ES being mixed in there some as well, so you could hit that, that'd be a decent outcome, but not quite as strong. This already gets us to a perfect triple T1 prefix base, but we can still do better. Next, we craft on the meta mod, prefixes cannot be changed, and scour the suffixes. This way we have a triple T1 prefix base, and this is where this Harvest Craft's power is really seen. Normally, when metacrafting an item, you're exalting with a chance at many undesirable mod outcomes. So if we wanted to hit T1 Chaos Multi, we'd have a 1 in 200 plus chance at hitting it. But with this craft, the mod pool is strictly limited to Hunter mods, which makes it the 1 in 200 become a 1 in 15. But we can get those odds even better. If we craft % life regen, we eliminate the possibility of rolling life regen, making it a 1 in 13 chance. This is the difference in spending 600x on metacrafting an item and spending 26x on metacrafting an item. Now 36x in, and we could craft Aspect of the Spider and a minimum frenzy charge, and we could call it a day with the top tier amulet in our possession. But if we wanted to have our own mirror tier amulet, we can go further. With life regen still crafted on the amulet after hitting T1 Chaos Multi, if we use the Harvest Craft again, we have a 1 in 5 chance at hitting Reduced Malevolence Reservation, which puts our average cost at hitting this mirror tier amulet from the start to finish somewhere around 100 to 140x, which is far less than the cost of the mirror tier amulet on standard, which would be 120x fee plus the mirror you would spend to copy it. That is just one example of this mod in use, but it has far more uses, and I'd encourage you to investigate your own personal crafting mission to abuse it. Next up, remove an influence modifier and add a new influence modifier. I see 2 major ways to abuse this craft. First off is taking an item with 4 desirable T1s, blocking a suffix or a prefix based on which mod pool you want to target, influence slam it, and then you can recraft that influence mod until you hit the perfect 5th mod you want for your item. Bada bing, bada boom, you have an amazing item. An example of this I would use is creating a GG HoWA Regalia. Buying a Vow Regalia with high ES and int, then using this mod until it hits T1 increased intelligence, and it's roughly a 1 in 6.5 chance of occurring for turning a 7x item into a 40x plus item. But my second idea for abusing this mod is even stronger. This is contingent on Harvest Crafts obeying meta mods. If they do, then this will be how many mirror items are made. Picture Awaken orbing a triple T1 suffix or prefix item together. Next, all you have to do is metacraft till you hit 1 T1 non-influence mod of whatever you want. Then you use the previous craft that allows you to add an influence mod. So we have 5 mods now, with one of those mods being a influence mod on the non-triple T1 side. You then craft prefixes or suffixes cannot be changed, and then you use this craft to continually change that new influence mod into the perfect T1 influence mod. And there you have it, 5 T1s right there and a craftable mod. And once again, we're sitting at a mere tier type of item. Now those are two of the biggest crafts here, but I will quickly highlight over very strong crafts on this list of teasers. Targeting annuls, this allows you to save items. For example, if you want to craft a Tailwind elusive pair of boots with movement speed, this almost guarantees you can do so because you can remove the trash defense mod that will inevitably occur when awakening orb 2 boots together, and then you can craft the movement speed after you've annulled off that trash defense mod. Now we only see targeted annul for defense here, but based on the wording of multiple of these crafts, a pattern can be seen, especially considering Chris's words here.
And so if you're wanting the Exalt physical mod thing specifically, you might drop like 5 of that seed in there, hoping for the Exalt one, and then you'll get a few Chaos and Alk variants as well that you can use on that item or on other items if you want to.
And I believe GGG picked multiple mod categories and gave them all the same targeted crafts, so I wouldn't be surprised to see a targeted annul for caster and physical mods. And I would go so far as to bet on there being a targeted crafts for life mods and attack mods, as they are kind of the yin and yang for defense and caster mods. This will even out the scale of the mods you can do all these different things with. Crafts like these bring crafting your own GG gear into reality, because you no longer have to take a 4 out of 5 chance at breaking your own items with annulls, because you get a guarantee you can take off the mod you want. Next abusable craft is we see the white socket color craft. This is going to result in a bunch of 6-link white astral plates and Valor Gallios. Every league there's basically these 2 items are basically copied over and over by the Beastcraft, and then everybody crafts on those bases. Because of this white socket color craft, there's going to be these plates with 6 white sockets being reproduced en masse, which is great for the player base if you want an easy item to craft on, guaranteeing you'll have the socket colors you need. The other socket color craft will be useful for off-coloring items. Say they rebalance Death South and it becomes usable again, many will need 5 off-color Death South plates, which will be much more easily created if you can use this green and blue socket color off craft to then change those sockets. Last of the most abusable cases I see is to slam on a physical modifier. Picture a crazy physical damage Elder Axe. With this craft, you can have a 1 in 4 chance at hitting another whopping 49% increased physical damage to greatly increase PDPS. The rest of the crafts are fairly self-explanatory and are just generically useful, but hopefully this gives you an idea of how to best abuse these crafts in your own crafting adventures. Now I will say this, these crafts are likely, a lot of them are going to be very rare, and it's not going to be just you're farming these crafts one after another. That's going to be, we'll see how easily you can get these crafts when the league actually comes out. But ideally, you can end up hitting them, and you can create some really cool items with it that previously only the richest people could really create. So hopefully during the league, I'll find out even better ways to use these crafts, and then I'll share them with you guys. I thank you all for watching. Have a wonderful day, my friends.